Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Skorpion. It's the Tier 8 German premium turreted tank destroyer. It's located on the southeast spawn of Pearl River and it's under the command of Fixing Stupid. Yes, that's my NA identity. And well, I'm playing the turreted tank destroyer, not the Skorpion G. This is the Skorpion, the plain one. And the battle has commenced. Now, my first two games on Pearl River were a loss since it's come back, but I'm intending for that to change, and I'm trying to beat this 45 TP back down to the town. And for a second I thought, well, should I go that way? No, I thought about going round, because obviously I know the enemy tends to come around that side, but after looking around this corner I thought it's a bit open in this position and thought, nah, I'm not going to stay here, it's way too open and I'll get hit. So into the town we go. Well, the enemy has been spotted around that corner and I thought for a second about turning around, but thought, nope, I'm going into the town. You can see it's a large group of enemy tanks in the southwest corner. I've got a 128mm gun, a Kanonen, which is actually an Arty gun, capable of doing 490 alpha and penetrating 246mm of armour. Now you can see I'm actually going to head round into the town, and there's a 7032 with me. Okay, well, we know which side the enemy's on, and I'm going to go round this side. And hopefully I'll get some good spotting and some shooting through some of those gaps. Okay, let's have a look, see who we've got. Nobody in sight so far. I did think about going through the other hole, but no. I'm going to stick with this area for the moment. No, I come up on a bit open there. I'm basically covering the entire gap, and that's not a good position to be in. But anyway, waiting for a moment. And I think I've been joined by the 7032. And I move on over to the next firing position. These positions are fairly open. You can actually be spotted. Oh, now we saw the setter. Now, I thought he was there, but I lost sight of him momentarily, so I fired one in. I've got a 10.8 second reload time. I believe there is a rammer on this vehicle. Can't see him underneath that archway again, but I think that's where he went. Oh, and the charioteer saw me. Now, we're going to see a lot of that charioteer later on in the game. So I'm moving back because I think that charioteer knows that that was the position I was firing through. And I think to myself, well, maybe I can get a good shots on this corner. And lo and behold, we see the STG. That shot missed, clean miss. I actually went too high on him, I think. I'm going to wait for the reload to go through and then have another go. Hopefully he's still there. Lost sight of him. Fired a blind shot in. The STG is still there. And have another go, but there's a T25 AT. That's the non-turreted one, I believe. Lost sight of him. Side scrape the corner. See the STG. There he is, coming in. Line it up, and yeah, got one this time. 442, and oh, there's an IS-2 down below me. Now, he hasn't proxy spotted me yet, but somebody's firing at me. T20 and charioteer in sight there. They're engaged, or being engaged by a group of our tanks. Try and fire around at the T20. No, didn't get it this occasion, but maybe he'll be lucky enough for me to, he'll pull back and I'll have enough shots. No, he doesn't, but I suddenly noticed, I think there's a setter down below, and he's actually in the open down below. Yep, there you go, there you go. Thank you very much. And he's out the game. And that's my first kill. And there's the T20. He did come back. And he did go through the gap. But will I get a shot onto him? Yes! 454. Low roll. Okay, so good start. Can get some more damage. There's that charioteer again. Yeah, he becomes a real pain later on during the game. Oh, we lost our T-44-100. We're actually 5 tanks down on the enemy at the moment, but it's not a complete loss so far. Not yet. STG. Still looking to come through that archway. I'm looking for targets, but I'm hoping my teammate's going to spot them. Oh, T20. Yes! Finished him off. So, second kill. It's a very good firing spot, this one. Especially if you're firing to the southeast. Very dangerous for anyone to be out in the open. The only problem is, of course, that even with that bush there, which is a fairly good bush, you could be spotted. So, it all depends on what the enemy's doing. They could come into the town. And I think they should have come into the town. There's a T-34 on the enemy team who's near our town. I'm still looking. And the first target that comes into plain sight, the Progetto. Yep, one through his turret. 453 low roll. I want to get another one in if I can. No, he's in cover again. Charioteer comes into sight. I fire in his direction. Unfortunately, it was a little too high. And if only that shell had connected, things would have been very different. Okay, lost sight of them there. You could say I'm hogging this position, but the fact of the matter is it's a very good firing spot. And the enemy don't really seem to be responding to me at all, so I might as well just carry on using it. Keep checking. Oh! There's the charioteer again, rather. It seems they sent a big force around that side of the map. Charioteer keeps coming to sight. Nothing I can do about it from this angle. And that T-34 on the minimap you can see is actually trying to engage our T-32. Now there's a couple of heavy tanks on our team. We're on the east side of the map, but they haven't really engaged with anyone in the battle so far. And there's an enemy heavy who's actually fairly close to our gap area. The IS-2. Again, no sign of the enemy. Okay, one of them's come to sight, the T-20, the other T-20. There's two. And there's the Progetto. 470 was a low roll, but I've completed whatever mission it was. In fact, actually, it was TD-15. Okay, next targets. Oh, two of them coming together. And I missed the charioteer. Unfortunate for me in this occasion. Charioteer's very low on hit points. Trying to get the other T-20. Yep. And unfortunately we lost our teammate there in the Super Pershing. I want to get that T-2580 or the Progetto. Yep, got the Progetto. Okay, can I get shots on these guys? No. So I'm going to have to change position. There's only 4 left on our team, 6 on the enemy team. We're still losing, but I've now got 4 kills. Can I increase that number? Well, maybe. IS-2 is coming to sight. And now he's dead. So 5 kills now, 1/3 of the enemy team. Charioteer and the T25AT are just around the corner. If I can get to this corner here, I should be able to put something into them. Just wait for the turret to turn round. Okay, where are they? Nothing in sight. Decide to turn around and go back the other way. No, nothing in sight again. Now, what am I going to meet coming around the corner? Uh-oh. Well, that one didn't even penetrate his frontal plate. And now he's coming in, so I'm just having to reverse back. Oh, and there's the T-34. He ambushed me in the side. I fired one back and it wasn't really good because it was aimed at his turret. And of course, you know, T-34's got very strong turrets, so I'm now reversing. And that T-34 comes in really quick. But I just aimed directly at him and bam. And now I've got a top gun. The T-34 fluffs his shots. I'm almost loaded. And that's the end of him. So I've got the high caliber of 7 kills. 1 more to get a Radley's. And the score's now 3 even. There's the T-25AT. I'm trying to get back to that firing position. See if I can get shots on him. Oh, no, I suddenly realised he's actually headed the other way. So I'm going to have to go back round. I'm going to get shots on him. There he is! In sight. Wait for him to come to view. Oh, my gun depression. I can't get the gun to elevate. But he pops up here and say goodnight. And that's the Radleys. So all I need to do now is kill that Charioteer. And then their Arty, it's the S51. I've only got 2 rounds of standard AP left. And to be honest, I should have loaded the HE. Can't see the Charioteer. I didn't realise actually how close he was, but anyway, still looking for him. The 2 heavies are just sitting back watching me do this. And I suddenly go round this corner and suddenly there's the Charioteer and he's behind me and he's just hit me, so I have to reverse back down this slope quickly to avoid getting hit again. And I'm not getting any help from my heavies, and some of the other heavies actually say I pull around the corner and he tracks me. And I've used my repair kit to get around the corner, shoot at him, and unfortunately he immobilizes me and he's keeping me tracked and damaging me with every HE round he fires in. And there's not a lot to do. I can't lower my gun. I can't fire HE at him. I'm basically going to get wiped out. Yep. No help from my teammates at all. The 703 and the VK are very, very slow to react. They should have realised at the point that there was 3 on either team that they could have actually gone towards the enemy cap, but they've left it so late now. There's only 1 minute 23 seconds left on the clock. There's the S51. Suddenly comes into sight. But the 703 too doesn't even bother to fire. He's looking for the Charioteer and he's not even interested. Well, the Charioteer's made a fast escape. And there's the last minute hooter. And the 703 really doesn't have a clue. Yeah, he's one of these people who's bought a premium tank or been gifted a premium tank in the loot boxes and just doesn't know how to play it. The VK16801P, the Malbreaker, he's going after the S51, but he's so slow, he's not going to get there. So I realised at this point, all that hard work for nothing. I'm not going to get any win, but I at least had the boosters on. And so, yeah, this is going to be basically a draw. 10 seconds, 9. He's got a clean shot at that charioteer, and he fluffs it. Oh dear, oh dear. And that's it. It's a draw. Yeah, bit of heartbreak, but there you go. It happens. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's the first class tanker for fixing stupid in the Skorpion. I managed to get a Reaper badge for taking out enemy tanks with a single shot consecutively. I also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of my own vehicle. And also a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. I managed to get 8. I got a Radley's. I killed at least more than half the enemy team. 8 enemy tanks. I got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and I got a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. And my win rate for the battle was 4,440, but unfortunately it was a draw. Yeah, but at least TD15 was complete. That's something. If we look at the team scores, we can see I did get the highest damage with 3,461. The next high scorer was that T34 with 3,022 hit points of damage, and after that it was the VK 16801P, the Malbreaker, who got 2,822. So he didn't do nothing during the game. He did do something, but unfortunately he didn't pull his finger out when it was needed. When it came to kills, I had the highest number of kills with 8. 3 kills went to the Malbreaker and to the T34, who made a bit of a boo-boo because he fired at me and then pulled back quickly, thinking, oh yes, he's not going to be able to get me. I just drove straight forward and finished him off. And 2 kills went to the Lurver and the Charioteer. And that Charioteer, I could have taken him out if I'd been a little more accurate earlier in the game. Or if I'd waited just a split second to see him come into sight, then he wouldn't have been around to track me and we would have won the game. Potentially I would have picked up a Pools medal as well. So there you go. It does happen, I'm afraid. When it comes to base XP, I got 758. The next high scorer was the T34 with 639. And after that, it was the T26E4. Did a very good job with 608 hit base XP. He was actually holding those guys up. And he actually sent me a message after the game, said it was a great shame that it was a loss, or rather a draw, for all of the effort he put in. He did a very good job, Whacker 67. So, detail report. 21 shots fired, 14 direct hits, 12 penetrations, damage of 3,461 hit points, of which 3,000 were at more than 300 meters. 8 shots received from the enemy, 3 of them were penetrations, 6 as a result of splash damage. Those were the HE rounds that the Charioteer fired at the end. He only needs to keep me tracked and keep doing HE damage to me to take me out of the game. I destroyed 9 of the enemy, killed 8. So I was very close to getting the Pools medal. But actually I damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 8 rather. But there was only 2 left, and if I got both those 2, then that would have been it. 83 hit points of damage assistance. I did 78,129 credits on a premium account, got 39,055 from personal reserve, and 50,000 for completing the mission and events, 10,800 for courageous resistance. So my total came to 177,994 credits altogether. And after repair and ammunition resupply, I took away a profit of 148,032 credits. I received 1,137 XP, got 639 for courageous resistance, 178 for being a premium vehicle, and personal reserve of 1,776. So I took away 3,730 experience points altogether. So it wasn't really a total loss. I mean, the fact is I did get TD15 out the way, which is okay. But it just felt that if only those heavy tanks had moved a lot sooner, then that Charioteer would have been sitting there shooting holes into me from above. And if I hadn't burned my repair kit to get him in sight, then I think I probably would have been able to take him out, because he only had a few hit points left. 1 HE round would have been enough to finish the game for him, and then that S51 would have been fairly easy to chase down. But there you go, you can't always have it your own way, and at least I had a good game on Pearl River at last. It's been a while So, hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give the video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.